It's the weekend. I was going to start making this manifold. During the week I pretty much got everything turned up for the kit except for one precision V-band. This is all the stuff I've ordered like 4 weeks ago. So all this stuff here, AN lines, fittings. I've got heaps of V-bands. I haven't got that one. I reordered one for that precision turbo. Pretty much between that box, these, and some other leads here. I've got a bit more, but more than this for the exhaust. All that's about 3 grams worth. Here they are. Just these ones in plastic. So all that, them little parts you see there, that's 3 grams worth. So if you buy a precision turbo for 4 grand, that's 7 grand straight up. Not much there, but that's what it takes to make one. Here it goes, starting to make it. Make an oil line and plenty of other stuff. One end done. Here's the measurements for an oil feed and oil drain and what fittings that you need. I just realised I haven't got the 90 for the top. I didn't order it. But anyway, I'll put it on the block, got the other bit on. There's always something. Bit hard to see, but that's me oil fitting up here. I've got nice RB ones. He doesn't make them anymore because other people knocked off what he made and now they sell them. Other companies sell them for cheap as. There's the oil fitting. Just there. Bit hard to see it. I'll hook it up anyway. I just found that was on me the fitting at the bottom, so it will be all good. I should be able to use this on the top. Oil lines on, just putting some heat sheathing on. Put heat sheathing on all my oil feed and oil drain, and on the wastegate, the vacuum hoses. Pretty much if the vacuum hose comes off your wastegate off your turbo, especially off your source, your turbo will go to 40-50 pounds and then the engine goes pop. That's why I always put heat sheathing on everything. Gets a bit hot down there. It's got that heat sheathing on. It's all the way down to the fitting. It's over the top of it, as you can see. Right there. All the way at the top. It is at the top. I put another one over this bit so it goes over the fitting as well, because it's right next to that housing. Just trying to protect it. Put that on. Sort of on. It's too hard with one hand. I was missing that fitting. I found that on the block. It's pretty much just a spare one. I'll be okay, I'll be able to get it on to start it, but it shoots up too high in the air and hit the bonnet. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get this started today or tomorrow, so I'm just going to hook it up anyway. That's on now. Just realised once I've done it, I need an oil restrictor. Accidentally, well not accidentally, I didn't order one. I gave the last one away. I'll put it on for now. Probably still start it today, but I just need to get a proper restrictor. Looks a bit funny sticking up. I'll just push this over this side. Doesn't look that funny when I've got the 90 on it. Had to take the turbo off, try and put oil drain on. Found some bolts for it, just tighten that up. Oil drain's on and tightened up. Got 2 different bolts because that's what I had. Ready to go back on. Oil drain done. It's a 10AN with a 45 degree and a 60 degree fitting. 60 degree fittings to fit past one of the water pipes. I've tried it before, the 45 doesn't fit. Oil drains on. Just that 60 degree fitting, so it sits against that water pipe. If you get a 45, it goes too close to the water pipe with that. Sort of touches it sort of, but doesn't squash it. Just went to fit the drain, or I had it on. I cut it a bit long. I was supposed to cut it at 500 overall. I cut it about 550. That's what I'm supposed to do. So I accidentally cut about 550, a touch longer. If I went to try and put it in, it would have kinked. So this drain needs to be 500 overall, so I'll cut about 70mm off, or 80mm. If I cut 80mm, I'll go back to 500 overall, and it will fit. Cut in the middle of that black tape, about 80mm. The bottom's back on, so it's much closer now. Before I had to sort of squash it. See how close that is? All I gotta do is a slight push. You can get it on pretty easy. I'll get that on next. Oil drain's on. Just hand tight for now. It's underneath. That's the 3-inch pipe. It's got about a 40 or 30 degree bend. And it comes into a 3-inch 90 degree bend. Technical, so that fits. So I've just got to put hose clamps on it. And I was just thinking, geez, this is easy. And I totally forgot I've got to cut the hole out and weld the wastegate on yet. And then I'll be up to putting the dump pipe on. And I'm not going to make a full dump pipe down there because I haven't got the precision flange. So I'm just going to use one of my other 3-inch V-bands. Doesn't quite fit properly, but I'm just going to do a little small one out the hood just to get it going. Just had to take the turbo off again. These bolts have got a bit of a shoulder. It's like 1/2 mil or something. So I'm just going to take 1/2 mil out of the turbo. Set it up here. It's in the flange, so I just got drill. 1/2 mil, so just going to drill all them out now. You can tell I've been a builder for 15 years, but you snap the drill bit. I just drilled the other hole with this and then realised this shouldn't work, but all sorts of wrong. But accidentally turned it off. Anyway, it works. Let's do it with 2 hands, heaps easier. Got all sorts of wrong, but this dodgy ass drill bit. They're all clear now. All clear. Chuck it back on and see how it fits. Now they all fit nice. This bolt's too long sitting on the turbo housing. Normally I have to cut this one down to about here to get the nut over the bolt. Yeah, I've got to cut about 10-15mm off this. I didn't cut it, I just turned the stud around. Beautiful. Now it fits. This, before sitting up a few mil, bolt would come through, hitting the back of the housing here. Can't see it, just believe me. Just put the oil lines I showed you that put on. Actually hooked up the O2 sensors, both of them. Both hooked up. These are literally the same O2 sensors since I had the 76-75 and the 62-66, and then last year with the 64-66. Air filter on, charge popper left off for now, but then I just realised I better check the coolant, and then I forgot I've got to fabricate the coolant pipe down there, so I won't be able to start it for sure. I haven't even got any aluminium rods, so I have to. It's Saturday now, everything will be closed. It's a long weekend, nothing's ever open on Sunday up here, so I'll have to maybe work on fabbing the exhaust. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'll cut this hole out and get that sorted. That'll still take me half a day or so. Next up, I've got to try and fit this. This is a Gen 5, 45mm. It's By the looks of it, it's the head's a fair bit bigger than Gen 4. Should still have enough room. But the hard thing with doing this is inside this housing, look, that's like a centre line. You've got different banks going in, so you've got to try and cut it evenly. And when you fit it, you've got the tower to contend with, so you sort of got to go on a little bit of an angle. But that's what I'm working with. Oh, bloody hell, long day, wrong way. So pretty much go like that, angled to the back a bit, trying to get a bit of clearance there. It's good with these because you can have all the ports off the same side. That's next. I've had enough for today. Hopefully I can get this welded in tomorrow and show you some welds. That's it. It's looking pretty cool. Thought I could start it. Haven't got a coolant pipe. Try again tomorrow.